It's time now for Vader Channel Afternoon News on the Sunday afternoon, January 10th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I have top news that eyes at 12:40 p.m. here on the Sunday afternoon here. Top story at 12:40 p.m. Here is Mexican actress Kate Del Castillo suddenly starred in real life telenovelas to tell surface about her role in orchestrated the October beat between Sean Penn and the then fugitive Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Powerball lottery is getting fatter. Climbing into an estimated $1.3 billion jackpot by the next round of Wednesday, but it doesn't match El Gordo in Europe. Boston. Hillary Clinton forcefully responded to text Republican frontrunner Donald Trump has been loved against on Sunday, telling CBS that Trump can do whatever he wants, but that those kind of texts didn't work before, won't work. Police are looking for 5 men who raped an 18-year-old woman who was walking down the Brooklyn, New York park with her father. Police surveillance video from Thursday night. Washington, President Barack Obama delivers his final State of the Union address on Tuesday night to a nation whose economy is far sturdier than it was when he took office in 2009. Bernie Sanders said a small gun shop in Vermont should not be held liable if they sell a gun to an eventual criminal, but if a gun manufacturer knows that they are selling guns to criminals, absolutely their manufacturer should be liable. Osan Air Base in South Korea, a powerful US B-52 bomber flew low over South Korea on Sunday, a clear show of force from the United States as the Cold War style standoff deepened in between its allies. Seoul and North Korea followed Pyongyang's fourth. Frankfurt, the massive text of women in Cologne and other German cities on New Year's Eve has prompted more than 500 criminal complaints for the Cologne investigation focused largely on asylum seekers or illegal migrants from North Africa, police said. Dubai, a projectile struck a clinic supported by international medical group Medicine Sans Frontiers in North Yemen on Sunday. Killed 4 people and outside another series of attacks on its facilities in a war-torn country. Cairo. Arab foreign ministers on Sunday accused Iran of interfering in the final regional security as law officials met an emergency Arab League session to discuss escalating tensions in the region. Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court
will consider on Monday on a conservative legal challenge with targeting on public sector unions who the justices take up the case brought by non-union teachers in California objected to being compelled to pay for collective. Caesar Goodson, the police driver behind the wheel of the van that carried Frederick Gray from the side of his arrest at Western District Police Station in Baltimore, a second police officer to be tried in Mr. Gray's death. Marco Rubio's appeal as a rigorous optimist as or were caught on where the interpreter and Donald Trump and Ted Cruz asked. Oakland, police are searching for a man who pulled out a gun in the paddock at a Peck Park train on Sunday night. A fairly shot at senior passenger caused a panic among some riders who thought the train had been taken over by terrorists. China's financial system is largely stable and healthy. The country's foreign exchange regulators said the weekend of the effort to reassure global markets as investors based on a possible assumption of last week's turmoil on the market. Flint, Michigan, members of the United Auto Workers Union donated bottled drinking water to Flint residents as the city deals with elevated lead levels of the drinking water, and officials have designated several firehouses in distribution. In San Francisco, Uber cut prices Saturday today. The San Francisco Bay Area Uber officials said it. San Francisco North Bay, the price of the Uber X service fell 10%, while the price of the Uber XL service dropped by 20%. As starbearers watched a black hole gobble of the star lost by its brightness by a factor of 50 over a 12-year period. A man lying in which was legally killed by the identified after it was found to have a set of teeth quartered out of the side of the head. In American Journal of Human Genetics, 2 research firms reported that many people have 2 group of genes that governs on the first line of defense against pathogens was probably engineered by the year it falls. The European Space Agency is doing the best of managing to accommodate led delay back to life after 6 months hibernation. Supply for oral color vaccine expected to double this year as WHO appears a third supply of South Korean and color many EU biologists. Hey, the Grace Maryland, North California, they say a 60-year-old man is in critical condition after lighting a cigarette in his hospital room. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg posted a photo of him in his daughter Max just before the little girl got vaccinated on Friday. Zuckerberg's post garnered him a lot of attention from both anti-vaxxers and vaccine supporters. Single mothers need naps more than couples. A new federal study suggests that single mothers may need to nap more than partners live together with their children as close to half of that mark. Get enough sleep every night. Take a look at New England. Here, tell news on 12:45, and it's time for a spot report on this. Sunday afternoon tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Memphis, taking on Memphis Grizzlies. Game time 6 o'clock.
After back-to-back years at Seattle Seahawks won the number one seed, the Blazers fought the Western FC to the Super Bowl. The postseason field looks to begin in 2016. Cincinnati Bengals Monte's perfect faces suspension hit on Antonio Bandes, but the remaining big name free agents will be a tough pill to swallow and taking a one-year deal, but makes sense on some levels. The Brooklyn Nets have fired coach Lionel Hollins and resigned general manager Bill King in the midst of the worst season since moving from New Jersey. At clubs in the Holland, moving isn't just a slogan. Peter Chaladusab, 12:45. It is start off a Trevor report on this Sunday afternoon here. And let's start you off down there where it is 95 on the southbound side. It's a little slow from Second all the way to downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side. It's slow from Lincoln all the way to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side. Get an accident here after Route 4 in North Kingstown, so expect delays. 95 on the northbound side. A little slow from 37 Crescent to Route 10. 95 on the northbound side. We got some accidents here between Thurbus Avenue and 195 in downtown Providence, so expect delays here. 24 to the southbound side. An accident on 24 southbound between West Bridgewater and Bridgewater between 16 and 15, so expect delays here. 24 south. Stop and go from 139 Soto to Harrison Boulevard in Avon. 95 on the both ends at Sloman. Neponset Street in Norwood here. 120 on the northbound side. It's slow from the split all the way up to Route 24. Southfields Express on the southbound side. Slow for the bike line at the Bay Tree split. Southfields Express on the northbound side is backed up from Cuisine and hit brakes again for the Dorchester stretch. Mass back at the eastbound side, a little slow for the Newton stretch here. After exit 17, after the Star Market exit here. 93 to the southbound side, slow from Store Drive all the way to the Mass Pike. 93 to the southbound side, slow for the Medford stretch. We got an accident at 93 northbound in Somerville near the Semi Square, so expect delays here. 93 in the northbound side, slow for the Somerville stretch. Route 3 to the south northbound side, it is slow from 4225. Next on highway to Route 3. 93 to the southbound side, it is slow from moving all the way up to Route 120. 120 in the northbound side, it is slow for the Redlands stretch, and then 120 in the northbound side, a little slow around. Route 95 in Peabody here. 295. It's looking good for Middlebury to Warwick here. 290 in the northbound side, a little slow around. Route 495 in Marlborough. 495 in the southbound side. We did an accident before the Mass Pike in West Bristol, expect delays here. 93 on the southbound side. It is slow for the Derry New Hampshire stretch to the next to the 93 southbound Route 293. 99 on the southbound side, a little slow before. Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire, doing the next on the 93 southbound right. 89 in Concord, New Hampshire, another accident on the 93 southbound in Bow, New Hampshire, so expect delays here. 95. It's looking good from York to Augusta via Portland. 295. Looking good from Portland to Augusta here. Okay, look at MBTA alerts here at 12:48. Subway system, it's looking good here on the commuter rail. Fitchburg train. 2404, 1045. Yeah, admitted by this departure. Fitchburg is operated 45 minutes beyond schedule due to a mechanical problem. The MBTA bus will hold for passengers at Walt Fam Station to the Western Border to be transported to Central Square. Frank Line, train 12:48 p.m. from Forge Park 45 to Park Forge Park 10 50 minutes late due to the mechanical problem. Here. Here, Chaladusab. Now, 12:48. Start off a weather report here and look at the radar here and it shows. Heavy bands of rain, the rain though. Boston and Point South for Boston, down for South Shore to Rushfield, and then for Brockton, then for Franklin, ran the Attleburs, and ran Providence area here. And another band of heavy rain from Brockton, Dane for Wareham and New Bedford here. And heavy bands of rain off Plymouth, and another heavy bands of rain showers ran East New Hampshire, ran Rochester, New Hampshire, ran Portsmouth, and the New Hampshire Seacoast, and a line of heavy showers from Lowell all the way out to Route 128 switch with a dip switch here. And a line of heavy showers from south of Pepperell, day for Leominster here. And a line of rain showers in central and western portions of Massachusetts and Vermont, New Hampshire, and up in the Bay here. Heavy beds of showers from I-90 from Albany all the way out to Great Barrier to and a line of heavy showers from western Connecticut, down from Bridgeport, and down from central Long Island there. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this there. And we are under a wind advisory here, a special weather statement here. Strong damaging winds along with -3 to high wind flooded early this afternoon. Showers of heavy downpours will be accompanied by a strong wind gust up to 50 miles early this afternoon across much of it out in eastern Massachusetts. This includes Boston and Providence corridor. A few of these heavy showers may yield gusts up to 60 miles an hour. Nonetheless, the impact will include dead tree limbs and branches resulting in isolated power outages this afternoon. This should heavy downpours will result in minor street and highway flooded. Strong winds and heavy rain will get diminished 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. from west to east here. And we are under a wind advisory here. When the rain is back till 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This evening, for much of eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, southeast 50 to 25 miles per minute, 2 hour to 4 hour period of 45 to 55 miles. Wind gusts at time of mainly this afternoon, early this evening. Impacts a brief period of strong wind gusts may result in a few downed trees and possibly isolated power outages here. Wind advisory issue Wednesday say winds are forecasted to be 31 to 39 miles. Gusts will range between 46 and 57 miles an hour. Winds this strong and capable of that, and some small tree limbs and branches possible cause an isolated power outages. The driving can be difficult, especially for high profile vehicles. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For this afternoon, rain possibly a thunderstorm before 5 p.m. Then it showers possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. Some storms produce heavy rainfall. Pitch about governor, 60 degrees. Southwest on about 13 to 17 miles of gust size. 50 miles an hour. Just 1%. New rainfall mark between 1 and 2 inches possible. Tonight, showers likely made before 9 p.m. Clouds coming coming. Podcast got about 30 degrees. Southwest on about 10 to 13 miles an hour. Gust size. 30 miles an hour. Just 6%. New precipitation mark between a 10 quarter and inch possible. For Monday, most clouds got about 35 degrees. One about 9 to 13 miles gust size. 30 miles an hour. Monday night. Most of us got about 19 degrees, about 6 miles an hour. For Tuesday, chance of snow before 1 p.m. Then a chance rain between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Then chance of snow after 2 p.m. Parts of sky about 39 degrees, something about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Chance patient 40%. Tuesday, chance of snow maybe before 5 p.m. Most skies got about 25 degrees and chance patient 50%. Wednesday, parts of the podcast got about 30 about 60 degrees. Thursday, most of the podcast got about 31 about 20 degrees. Friday, most of the podcast got about 35 about 19 degrees. Saturday, most of the skies got about 32 degrees. Currently in Alton, it's 56 degrees, with humidity 9%, and wind speeds gusting at 22 to gusting at 33 miles an hour here. And it's heavy rain, fog, mist, and breezy. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this Sunday afternoon, January 10th, 2016. Peter's going to be about good afternoon with good positivity to see you at 5 o'clock report. Have a good evening.